Hi, it's me, Neon. So Amazon released another game called New World. It's an MMORPG set in the mid 17th century. I've been absolutely in love with this game. It's one of my favorites right now. I got my girlfriend on it, and I got my close friend on it too. I made a few friends in my time playing, and I will say this community is a completely different ballpark. They are literally so devoted to this game. I've seen actual fights go on in chat about how bad the Syndicate faction is. I've seen people for some reason talk about Wendy's a lot in the chat for some reason. I don't know if that's just me in my world, but like I see that a lot. I've seen people being really nice to each other. There's a whole lot that goes on in this game. It's amazing. This community is great. And if you didn't know, there's factions and stuff. And in the words of Wikipedia, ways to colonize fictional land, which I've seen happen multiple times in game. But this is not what you want to hear. This isn't an advertisement by any means. I want to know what's going on with New World. There's a lot of things I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing a lot of complaints with bugs. I'm hearing a lot of people talk about how most of the endgame content is based around PvP and that there's not really much reason to continue playing up to that point. So what's going on? In my honest opinion, since I'm only level 22, the game is great. I don't want to rush to level 60 because I don't want to stop liking this game. I really love this game. There's a lot to like. But if there's really no content to the game after a specific point, I'm going to do what I can to dart around that. There's been a crap ton of bug fixes. Servers go down very often. People complain about frames. Even I'm getting some frame rate issues, and I have an extremely beefy PC, and I'm too lazy to list the specs here, so just go on my Steam page and check that out. It'll be in the link in the description. But most of the time, I can pull I could pull a stable 144 FPS with no problem. Then there's times where it drops to 70, or when I just turn on my computer and open the game, it would run at like under 60 FPS. Sometimes it would be so jittery, it just made it feel weird. And the only way for me to fix it was either by putting the game in windowed mode, then back to full screen, or by closing the game entirely and opening it again. Okay, I'm gonna do a little test real quick, just to make sure that this is exactly seen the way it should be seen. So I'm going to close out of this game. I'm currently getting 84 FPS. I'm going to close out of the game. I'm going to reopen the game. I'm going to look for somewhere to close out because I really don't feel like dying. Okay, I'll close out right here. So I'm going to close out. Then I'm going to come back. My FPS, if it doesn't change, bruh. Okay. So I'm gonna wait, gonna give it like a few seconds here. Gonna keep waiting. Okay. Gonna try this again. Now remember the frame rate. It was around 75 to 80. When I looked in certain areas, it was 100. I'm gonna do a few different methods if it doesn't work on the first try. Okay, now I'm getting 90, 80. I'm gonna leave this area, see if it goes any higher. Still getting 90s. Right. I'm gonna go to settings, visuals, full screen, windowed, put it back to full screen. Now I gotta deal with this weird border thing. And that kind of fixed my frame rate. I'm at like an 120 now, 120, 118, 116, 111, which is strange. I don't have anything open. I don't have OBS open. It's just New World. And that's kind of weird. Let's see. Do I have RTX voice? No. I just have Discord. I don't see why it's doing all this. That's weird. I'm also on Windows 11. I've never had an issue with Windows 11 making any game slower, nothing like that. Nothing's happened. I've got an i9, a 3080,
one of the 3080s, and 32 gigs of RAM, which is going to be upgraded soon. So it's very strange.
It's really annoying at this point. I'm confused with what they're utilizing that's making the game run like this. I literally have a 30 series GPU and an 11th gen processor. Why is it doing all this? Also, as a word of note, apparently this game will literally fry your GPU, so I recommend watching a Jay's 2 cents video on this because he's going to help a lot. He helped me a crap ton. The link to the video that I used is going to be in the description. I'm seeing a lot of bugs, a lot of issues, and a lot of quote-unquote fixes, which really aren't directed to me. So New World at this point is a dumpster fire to basically every gaming critic that I know. Essentially, it was good at the start and then it got bad at the end. But here's something. I don't know what they're going to be doing about this, but it seems like they're directing their attention elsewhere as well as juggling New World. I'm talking about another game that they're making. It's called Lost Ark. It's already a game that was made back in the day. It's a pretty cool looking game. It's another MMORPG as per their Google page, and it was fully released to the Korean version on the 4th of December in 2018, which is now being brought here. I'm a part of their creator program for New World and Lost Ark as of now. That's the only reason I actually know of this game's existence, because without me having received the invitation to play Lost Ark, I would have never known about it in the first place. It seems they're directing their focus onto this, and I haven't gotten the chance to play this yet since at the time of recording and writing this, it is the 3rd, and I have another day to wait until the game releases, but I digress. The game has a Diablo-looking POV as it's set up in the air, which I don't look forward to since I really don't play many games like that, but I'm still willing to sit down and give it a try. So what does this mean for New World's future? Why is this important? Well, there's a few reasons as to why this can be a good and a bad thing. My question is, with this new game that's being brought over to us, is this going to take over New World? Will Amazon shift their focus on this game instead of New World? A lot of gamers out there have been requesting tons of fixes from Amazon for a long time now, and seemingly they haven't really delivered. So I hope they can split up a team, or if they've got a situation going for both teams so they won't clash with each other, but they really are in two different fields, as one is a third-person game and the other is a top-down, eagle-eye view, RuneScape wannabe looking thing. A good thing is people who like MMORPGs are getting more of that, but I pray they do it right, because unlike the last games Amazon put out, which will not be named but will not be forgotten, I really hope these succeed. I know for me, I'm going to stick with New World. I'm going to try and push out some more content on games and stuff as I go along, and I really want to do it this time. I've said most of the things I've wanted to say. I haven't really seen much of the game yet aside from the quests, and I really don't want to move farther in New World because of the content. I don't want to lose the content. I want to be able to miss this game, and I want to play it without getting bored of it. I pray that this new game that's coming to us, it's not necessarily new, but it's new to us. I hope that this does not ruin New World entirely. Anyway, until next time, bye.